let me also kind of just talk about Ontology. So Ontology, it's been tough to really compare Ontology because Ontology is owned by the same company that owns Neo. So there's been lots of confusion in terms of why they're doing two cryptocurrencies. Are they working on them at the same time? They kind of are trying to do the same thing. There's lots of overlap in that. And then at one point in time, it seems like the team was spending more time on Ontology than Neo. But I would say this year, though, in our opinion, based on our research, Neo has been having a great year. I know in the last few months, Neo was one of the top picks in terms of being in our top 10 ratings for value investors. Now, it has kind of been going up and down in the last few weeks, but Neo has been pretty much steady. So our team thinks, fundamental-wise, Neo has had a good year, and I think that's maybe because they've been launching. They've been working on launching Neo 3.0. Now, I haven't gone into all the details, so I'm not quite the Neo expert per se, but I think the fact that they were launching Neo 3.0 was one of the reasons why there was lots of, I would say, value growth in Neo. Go ahead, Bill.
Okay. Here it comes. Okay, so for Ontology, right? This is a pattern that we're obviously been seeing all over crypto, right? It's this head and shoulders bottom. So without beat you with the technical analysis textbook, it's essentially 3 attempts by bears to push something lower, okay? And when it doesn't work, that third time, bulls take over. So this is actually something that, despite all our talk on profit taking in certain areas, this looks like an area where money might flow, okay? Because it's the same formation that drove like Kyber and a lot of these other plays. So, you know, this is an altcoin where you're kind of in dip buying mode.
All right, that's good. That's good. Now, quick question for you, Bill.
Yes.
So we're basically expecting to have some kind of correction in July. Do you think this would affect Neo?
Well, I just took Neo off my screen. Let me put it back on.
Okay, no worries.
You know, honestly, this doesn't trade great relative to some of the other altcoins, right? It looks like the money is flowing into Ontology and coming out of Neo. That's just eyeballing it. That's what it looks like. So I don't see anything, you know, that's coming to mind here. It actually looks kind of bearish. So I think if there is a correction, it's probably money's going to flow from Neo to Ontology.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah, because our models are also pretty bearish at the moment. Now, because they have Neo going all the way down to about $6.50. So, I mean, I would say all of us obviously hope that the models aren't so perfect or accurate, because we definitely don't want anybody who's holding to lose money. But if you've made profits, as we mentioned before, and we keep on basically trying to hit this point home, if you've made profits, July is a good time to take some money off the table. Because, I mean, as I talked about earlier on the show this morning, I basically said, we now have used car salesmen on DeFi. And I'm not saying we're at the top per se, but I mean, that's a pretty good sign. I mean, pretty good sign that, hey, be careful, lock in profits.